G'day guys, welcome to Rumple's Fish Room. So, I just said like my intro as if I was making a normal video. I want to change that. I want to say something different for live streams, but that's not today because I've already done it. Oh sweet, my camera's decided to go blank. Oh, there we go. How is everyone? Matty D, Willis Fish Tanks, Cichlid 23, Marin. You guys know I'm useless at pronunciations. Aquarium Thoughts. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Aquarium Thoughts. Alex Head. The Only Cut Snake. Trigger Trash. Julian's here. G'day. And I'm not going to say g'day to Blake because I already have. Believe it or not, he's actually backstage. I thought I'd just say hello before I bring him out. But we do need Blake on the stream because he keeps me under control. He reads some comments out for me, and he's actually just a great help when I go live because, as you guys know, I'm pretty unorganized. So let's welcome him to the stream.
Just like that. Thanks for having me.
How are you, mate?
Bring out your dad. I'm here. Yeah.
You're definitely the more organized one of the pair.
So if I don't win this Nautilis, I'm refusing to come up again because every time I've been on for a giveaway, I haven't won when I've been on here. So just rig it and send it over, would you?
So if you are watching the replay, the giveaway will be at the 30-minute mark of the stream, which is the same as when I do my Patreon giveaways.
Nice.
A few more people there. Cody Son, Jaden Jones, and Dragon Lair. G'day, welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Dragon Lair, Cichlids 23, and Aquarium Thoughts, and everybody else. Hopefully, you're doing well.
I actually got to give you credit, Blake. When you do your live streams, you manage to not miss anyone in the chat. I find it difficult to keep up with the chat.
Yeah, it's not easy. I just find like if people leave really long comments, then I probably may not read them because like I just don't like dead air, you know. So try and just say people's names and that's it, really. Hey, River Life. How you going, Rack?
No, so my fiberglass skills are not from building sailboats. My fiberglass skills are from watching many YouTube videos, and I have done a little bit for a guy that used to build they were like evaporative air conditioning molds, and so like the aircon sits on top and it was like a fiberglass unit around it. I did that for like 1 week and then decided that I wanted to go back to cabinet making because fiberglassing was much worse. But yeah, so pretty much the ply tanks is just from me Googling. Oh, not Googling, YouTubing.
Oh, nice Aquarium Thoughts. Hopefully you liked it. The old Canna Lily. I'm interested to see that because I did a few pond videos. I wonder if they'll get a resurgence now that the States is heading into pond season.
Oh yeah, interesting. I never thought of that. I actually want to do a bit more content on my pond. It's been a bit neglected of late.
Yeah. G'day, Jimbo, Fisherman Fever. Who asked me that? Chris. No, I don't have any African cichlids at all.
Lefty says definitely a better health choice on my behalf. Yeah, that is one of the main reasons. When you're fiberglassing all day, even if you're wearing the respirator, I still found like little bits of like fumes got in, and you still end up with a headache at night. But yeah, the less I have to do, the better. Hence why the ply tanks have not been finished yet.
Correct, Alex. Interesting how you managed to guess that, but well done.
do a cost breakdown of the ply
Yeah.
tanks. The ones I'm building now is probably a bit difficult because a lot of the materials are left over from the last ones, but the last tanks were 12 foot by 2.5 foot by 1.5 foot, and 3 tanks cost me roughly $900 Australian. That that's me getting the ply wholesale pricing, and I paid full price for the fiberglass, but I bought it from a fiberglass retailer, not the Green Shed. Yeah, so fiberglass does smell. When I actually work on the ply tanks, you can smell it inside the house for like the next 24 hours, even though I keep all the doors and windows closed. Oh, Dragon Lair, marine epoxy paint. I don't really know what the difference is. If you do know, could you drop it in the comments? All I know is if it's epoxy, it must be fairly similar to the polyester resin. Is there really much difference between it?
Very attentive, Alex. Good pickup. Yeah. I actually last night I did it again. We've got another surprise box coming, actually two. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do a video. I probably will, but I'll just love a mystery box. You know, who can go past it?
So I went to order one,
Yeah.
but WA is $70 shipping.
Oh man, that's stiff.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
This time around, I got. Last time I think I got the $70 plant and the $60 fish or something. This time I've got the $150 fish and the $50 plant. We're going bigger.
Yeah. So I always wondered, all the online stores, they're quite expensive to send to WA because of the quarantine. But for somehow, livefish.com.au, their quarantine, they don't have the quarantine fee on their shipping to WA. And I was actually talking to one of the people that run it, and they've got some sort of agreement with West Australian Quarantine, and they actually sign like some waiver on every package, and they do like self-quarantine somehow.
Ah, that's pretty interesting.
So I think as far as Western Australia, livefish.com.au definitely has the upper hand on all the others. But in saying that, let's just wait and see what Ryan from Green Pet Central gets up to. We might have a bit of an advantage in WA.
Ahoy, Prawny. Welcome to the green screen game.
Aaron's saying he was just going to say that. I believe he means the livefish.com.
Yeah.
So I haven't ordered from them for quite a while, but every time I have, they've been good. The last fish I got off there was Nibbochromis foscos, and they were healthy looking fish. I've heard of the odd casualty, which is to be expected. They're shipping thousands of fish a week, and from what I hear, they've got a really quick refund service if there is any dead on arrival.
That's all you can really expect anyway, isn't it? Like, it's always a risk putting a fish in a bag and sending it anyway. Especially
that's what they say with any business, isn't it? It's not the sales that make the business, it's the aftercare.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I've ever ordered from them, but that's not for any reason other than I just haven't bothered to get on and look at what they've got.
Yeah, so when I first set up my fish tank, one of my first purchases was actually off livefish.com. I ordered a bag of mixed peacocks. That would have been 2012.
Okay, that's
So
good.
they've been going for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know how long before that.
Yeah, I want to
Oh, so
know
Prawnalot just woke up.
with the ply tanks, how do you just silicon the window like to the ply, or you put the fiberglass first and then silicon the window to that, or how does it work?
Yeah, so you do the fiberglassing. You completely finish the tank,
Yeah.
and then the last step is I use Sikaflex
Oh, okay.
and just glue the glass in.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
do like a
I've been,
massive bead and then drop it in, and the water pressure is always pushing out, so it's always pushing against the frame.
yeah, okay. So you mount it sort of like behind the opening in the ply tank,
Yeah,
so that for that reason. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Because yeah, I've been waiting for that just to see that how that's connected, because I get the rest of it, but yeah, I don't know. One day I'll probably build one. Probably I want a 8x3 or 4 for the Stingray eventually and Saratoga and that.
yeah.
But I think from what you've been saying, it's not that cost effective to just do one tank like that.
It depends how tall you go. So
Mm.
my ply tanks are only 1.5 foot tall,
Yeah.
which in glass, that's only 6 mil glass.
Yeah. Okay. Because
So
even
like
like I thought it doesn't have to be one continuous window either. I could just have 2 4-foot windows or 3 foot.
it doesn't really it doesn't really matter if you do one or two pieces. You're still paying the square meterage of the glass.
Yeah, I guess.
But
Or
but
if I, oh no, it wouldn't work if I pulled off like another piece from another tank because the depth would be too much pressure, like the width.
so like yeah. So but say you build a tank that's 8x3x3.
Yeah,
The height is 3 foot. So that would be 15 to 19 mil glass, and
yeah,
like 19 mil glass is like 300 a square meter. So that's where the like you can get ply for like I think I can get it as cheap as like $40 a square meter, maybe even cheaper.
yeah,
Um, Obviously you got your fiberglass and stuff on top of that, but a glass tank 8x3x3 would probably be around $5,000 to $6,000. Where this is talking where I live, so it'd be
mm,
different overseas. It'll be $5,000 to $6,000 for a glass tank. Whereas if you build it out of ply, you might get away with like 1,500 to 2,000. So
mm.
the bigger you go, the bigger the savings, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you don't have to buy it all at once as well. Like you could buy bits and pieces and do it over time too.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't go more than like 2 foot tall because I want to reach the bottom.
Hey, Dragonlair, the only thing that worries me with that is you silicon the seams and then paint the epoxy. I don't think epoxy would stick to the silicon, so you might end up with cracks in the corners over time. Because you've got to remember, ply is wood, and wood moves. So the whole reason for the layer of fiberglass inside is that when the corners like move slightly, there's no cracking because the fibers hold the resin together. I don't know. I guess there is a saving to be had there because like fiberglass for an 8x3x3 is probably like $500, whereas like the pond resin you could probably get for $100 to $200.
Mm.
But I don't know. To me, it seems like a risk that I wouldn't risk. That was horrible wording.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure we don't miss anything in the chat, but I keep looking at the wrong window. Hey,
Um,
Nevada, how you going?
so Aaron, yes, the pond has 300 by 300 concrete footing with Rio bar in the footings, and then the Besser blocks are set over the top of the Rio bar and drop down, and then the Besser blocks are core filled with concrete. So it's not going anywhere. It's probably stronger than my house. Oh, cut snake water change day. I don't miss that. I've been trying to push the automatic water changes on a few people lately. But nobody wants a bar of it.
A lot of
I'm just
people
going to keep repeating myself until some more people.
don't want to drill their tanks. It's very permanent, you know.
Yeah, it is pretty permanent. I'm more referring. So there's 3 people I know right now building a custom shed. So they're basically going from the concrete to the roof, brand new room, stud walls and everything.
One of them's here in the chat.
Yeah, is it Daniel?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Why aren't you going auto? So I've been trying to convince them to go auto, but I get where he's coming from. He is worried about using rainwater, so maybe in his situation it might be all right. But there's somebody else that is on scheme water that is breeding flower horns, which flower horns don't need any water conditioners or any salts or anything. So yeah, I just wonder why more people don't do it.
Yeah, I think it's just the drilling aspect personally, or like for me, I like the flexibility. You know, if I have spare tanks around and I need one that's a bit taller or whatever for discus or angels, I can just move it out and put something else.
But I think yours is also different in the way that it's not a permanent setup. When I say permanent, obviously I'll give up one day, but I don't mean I mean when people are purpose building sheds more.
Yeah. Also, I like the profile of the 2-foot tanks too, and it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense to do auto water change on 2-foot tanks. But
yeah, why not? I've even got auto water change on the 10-litre bucket with the Akara fry in it.
Yes, Lefty, thanks for noticing. I actually lit my face on fire on Friday, so that was good. But yeah, I had to shave off my mustache because half of it was singed off. So, yep.
Just seems like May is the month of fire. Not necessarily a good thing.
I can't even blame alcohol or silliness or anything like that on that. Yeah.
So streetwise, the automation side of it is just like a sprinkler system. It's got a retic controller with retic solenoids, and it's got a constant pressure pump, like a bore pump. So when the solenoids open, the pump turns on automatically.
GT, no, I wasn't smoking anything. I was getting a fire started and my shirt caught fire, and then it went all the way up to my shoulder. And then when I was ripping it off, yeah. Anyway, it's not a good time. It was on my birthday, so good stuff. But anyway, we'll grow it back. She'll be right. And I don't have any damage. I can't complain.
So we've got 2 things to learn from this. On my end, don't leave mosquito sticks lit in pot plants.
Yeah.
And on your end, when you buy a new shirt, put it through the wash before you wear it near fire.
Yeah, I think that's smart. I was too excited about my new Blake's Aquatic shirt.
I've lost the comments.
Yeah, Lefty. That's great in hindsight. All I did was look down and see fire and wanted it off me immediately. So, yeah, I did pull it over my head, which in hindsight is not a great idea. But, yeah, anyway. Anyway, always stop, drop, and roll.
Just on a previous comment, I can't find it now. Someone said they would be worried about losing their fish in the drain pipes. Sometimes it's exciting to check the IBCs where the runoff goes to because I find the occasional fish. But it's not enough for me to stress about it. It's sometimes just the fry get through it.
How do you find those PVC overflows aquarium thoughts? Because I just don't know if I'd rest easy. Like, I feel like one day it would lose siphon somehow and you'd have a flood.
Blake, I can actually tell you this subject.
And yeah, thanks for the happy birthday, Zen. Forgot to mention that.
So before I was confident enough to drill tanks, my 8-foot tank that I had years ago, that had two 40mm siphons on. I can't remember what they're called, what the proper name is, where it's got like the loop down and then it goes up and then over.
Yeah.
And I used to check it every day because occasionally one would break siphon.
Yeah.
And luckily, the one overflow was big enough to run the tank, and the second one was sort of like just a fail safe.
Yeah.
So once a week or so, I used to have to reboot the siphon on one of them. And I just never felt safe with it. Like, obviously, if it broke, it was on a sump. Like, it would literally, I think it would dump like 500 or 600 liters before the sump sucked dry and burnt the pump out. So like, I was always wary of it.
Yeah. I thought if I did one, what I would do is drill a hole in the top, have a piece of clear airline, and then a check valve, and that way I could always get a visual that there's water in the airline. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I haven't
Yeah,
bothered.
so I used to just have taps on the top, and like when it breaks siphon, you just suck the air out.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could actually see the water, that would be a good idea.
Aquarium Thoughts has never lost siphon. That's good. Is that one of those purpose-built one, or like a DIY job?
Which one, mine or?
Yeah, I've seen the ones that are purpose-built, and they look pretty slick. They had a few at the expo, and they're pretty quiet and all that.
Is that the one with like the reservoir sitting on the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be way better than like the one that I had. My computer's decided it wants to be frozen.
DIY job. Interesting.
Uh,
Both DIY jobs. Have a PVC overflow on the pond, emptying into the box. Yeah, nice.
all right, guys. So 5 minutes before we do the giveaway, my computer's decided to freeze.
Oh, Justin, that's why, because Bodgie's turned up with his machine gun keyboard. Hey, Bodgie.
Yeah, and I can't reset it because the stream is running through the computer. So if we disappear, guys, we'll be back and in the next stream. It seems to be working now. Yeah, we're back. 5 minutes until the giveaway.
You're going to rig it so that I win, right?
Yeah, that's my plan.
All right, sweet.
It's actually StreamYard freezing my computer. When I minimize that, it works fine. And then I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I'd try to do a few steps.
Betters are doing awesome. Don't know if you mean the ones that I got from the winner, winnings, but they're going well, and also the fry going well too. So betters for days in here. Actually, I need to make those videos. Yeah.
Bodgy says, where do I get my shirts? I think Zen might have a link for that. I actually haven't said hello, Zen. I'm sorry.
Find your Nemo.
Yeah. Find you are Nemo. Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so I've got the page running to do the raffle. Oh, and by the way, guys, this raffle is very DIY too. It's not some fancy thing. We're just doing a random number generator, but I'll show you. It'll be camera on the screen because I don't know how to put the screen on the feed.
Right. Bodgy, just Rotala rotundifolia back there.
I can't believe how fast Rotala grows. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh?
It's insane. I guess we've got 3 minutes. I can actually show you.
G'day, Jono.
Gotta turn the light on.
Oh, that's cool, Aquarium Thoughts. The Find Your Nemo people are doing your new logo. Get them to stock it.
If the discus would get out of the way. I just can't believe it. Ash came over and he was like, wow. He only gave me like one little clump about 6 weeks ago, and that's what it's turned into.
Nearly give it another trim and replant again, and you have the whole back covered.
Yeah, and what's happening is the peppering on the discus is reducing as the plant grows because they've got less black in the background.
Mm.
I'm thinking about getting rid of this one and this one and getting some better ones.
Shoot them over here. I'll have them.
No offense against who I got them off, but I'm really not happy with them. I haven't decided whether to do a video on it or not, but I won't be buying 5 centimeter discus ever again.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't actually said it on the channel, but I got Siamese algae eaters, and they are doing an awesome job. Ignore the fact of how chopped up the plants are, but I think it worked. No More Blackbeard didn't work, for anybody wondering. But yeah, these little guys did the job. And like Siamese alligators, they're so cheap. Like it's just such a cheap little fix.
Yeah, I love a bit of a Siamese alligator.
And everyone was like, "Oh yeah, they're ugly. They don't look cool." But I was watching them, and I actually like watching them. Oh. I'm scared my computer's not going to make it through this giveaway. Anyway, it's that time. All right, so
that huge, Dan, 15 centimeters or so.
I'm not going to be able to see comments while I do this, so maybe keep an eye, Blake, if I need to know anything.
All right, boss.
All right, so if you look down, where is it? I haven't even got it on the screen. So 379. That's how many people have their YouTube subscriptions set as public out of the 1,000 people. So if you don't, unfortunately, you cannot win this raffle. So if you do have that setting checked, then you actually have, where'd it go? A 1 in 379 chance of winning. So for the people paying attention, where did it go? I can't remember. Nope. Back. So pressing the wrong buttons here. If you've paid attention and unchecked that box in your privacy settings, you've got more of a chance of winning. So basically, I've got a random number generator here between the value of 1 and 379. I'm probably, I want to generate 1. We don't want 100 winners. And then, sorry guys, someone just messaged me saying they can't come today to buy a fish. I'm sick of tire kickers.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that on my stream, but seriously, he said he was buying it last night, coming this morning, and I just got a message saying he's not coming. Alright, so if anybody is interested in a peacock bass male 35 centimeters, please message me. I will sell him to a subscriber for $40. Bit of a sales plug while we're here.
On Gumtree is $20, but if you're a subscriber, 40.
Alright. I guess we just go and then we find the person.
Alright.
I wish I... Yeah. I write down like 3 numbers, I reckon. Because
Okay.
if I can't get... If the first person doesn't get back to me, then number 2 can win it. Alright. 226. I can't hold the camera there because I can't see my writing. Oh, sweet. We've got a broken pen. 226. Ready? Again. 83.
You don't actually need to write it down. You can just watch the stream.
Nah. Where's the fun in that? 270. Oh, 220 is a favoritism here. That's not 20, that's 70. Why did I say? Can you tell I'm dyslexic? Alright, so do you reckon I find all of them, or I just find number 1 for now?
Find number 1 for now, I reckon. Or you could do 3, 2, 1 if you really wanted to. Build suspense.
Yeah, we can do that. I've got it set wrong. Hang on. The climax is still far.
Do you just have to count up to 270 now?
Yeah. So I think I'll count backwards, maybe? Oh, no, forwards. So 2. What's faster? So what was the start number? 51.
Probably should have put all these in a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
The suspense is building so much.
Mr. Oz Willow. That was 70. Oh, I was about to say that's the winner.
270.
Yeah, I'm in 200s. Yeah, I don't know how to put the names in a spreadsheet, Blake. You should know that. I'm not that technical.
One day.
I build stuff.
Yeah. Everyone
Alright, so
has a spreadsheet in their life.
oh, that went back to 1.
Yeah, the lefty, it's a real thrill ride, that's for sure.
Yeah. See if I don't. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm trying to concentrate and talk at the same
Yeah,
time.
you just count. You make sure you don't count past my name, and you'll be fine. Damn.
This guy's got his full name. Do I read it out?
I guess.
I guess if they've made it public. Brendan Pratton.
B-Dog, the big. Is that just your second channel?
Yeah. So if I win my own raffle, do I have to buy myself a canister filter, or do I just keep the money?
You redraw.
Because actually 310 of these subscribes are me.
Hey Pam, how you going?
I think I went too far. No? Alright, one. OH Oak. Oh, this doesn't look like a real profile. I guess that's why we did 3.
About 2 years old, John. Oh, the big ones are 2 years old. There's like 4 spawns in there or something.
When did they subscribe? Oh, they subscribed February 2020, so it's not like it's an old one or something. I guess I'll just try contact them.
Yeah, how are you going to do that?
I don't know. They've got one video. I haven't thought that far ahead, buddy.
It seems that way.
If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I hadn't even thought about the raffle until last night. And then I was like, oh no, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and then I had all that stuff going on with my house. Like, YouTube's definitely been on the back burner. Sorry, guys. But anyway, so can you private message? You can't, can you?
No.
Yeah, so they've got one video. It was only 1 week ago, so there's a chance that they'll be active.
Yeah, you can contact Patreons, I think, Zen. But I don't know.
I can contact Patreons. Yeah, I can. That's all right, but I can't expect out of 1,000 people for me to know the winner. It's the Patreon. I'm a bit more. I'm quite more one-on-one with the Patreon, so it would be cool if they were watching. But obviously, if they would have commented by now. Oh, what's the time? 9:40. Oh, I just broke my tripod. I got to order a new one, Blake.
Yeah, I know. You say that every week. It's been about 3 months.
Let's do it right now. Get a live action.
All right.
The only time I think of it is when I'm live. So it'll take 2 seconds.
I agree, Dan.
Yes.
I reckon we should just. Somebody said this idea a few minutes ago. Who was it? Nevaeh. You should just pick a number, write it down, and then everybody here has to guess what the number is, and then that's who wins. Way more exciting.
But yeah, that is more exciting. But then that isn't a subscriber raffle.
And then you just force them to subscribe at gunpoint. Problem solved.
All right, guys. So in one fortnight from now, I will do a chat giveaway.
All right.
How does that sound?
Nice.
I've got something coming that I was going to use for a giveaway, and if it arrives within the next fortnight, I'll use it for that.
Hmm.
You heard it here first.
Maybe I'll do one right now. What have I got? I'll do something.
All right, go.
I'll give away. Hang on a second.
All right, guys, we're going to get the exact same tripod that I've got right now, and I'll probably break it again in the first 5 days, like I did the last one. But
all right, so I'll give away a 250 gram Hikari. Oh, it's green screen, but you know what I'm talking about. 250 gram Hikari. I've got Cichlid XL or like pretty much most of the varieties. So if you win, you can let me know which type. And domestic only because I don't think you can send fish food international. But yeah. So I will pick a number. And if you're here an Australian, we'll work it out after. Let me figure out. I should write it down so I can prove it. Oh, I'll put it in my phone. Problem solved. All right, I'll pick a number between how many people's here. Is there still 40 odd people here? All right.
48.
All right. So I'll pick a number between 1 and 50. Try not to double up. If you double up, then we'll have to redraw with those people.
Well, if you just watch the chat and announce the winner as soon as they write the number, that way they can't double up.
Nah, because then it goes too fast. You need to everybody have just one guess.
All right. Do I get to guess?
Yeah, sure. But type it in the chat. We'll just let it go for a bit. Yeah, I'm here to save the day, Jono. That's all.
All right, guys. So it's my live stream and I'm entering the competition.
Yeah. And just because of this, everybody should subscribe to me if you're not already, or else you lose. All right. So I'll give it another couple of minutes for everybody to have a guess. Just one guess only. Got my number written down here. It's pretty small though, so probably somebody's pretty close. Very close. All right, we'll give it, what is it now? Give it another 1 minute. Some people aren't following the rules of domestic only, but that's okay.
I guess they can win it and then you just have a redraw.
All right, so stop guessing now. I'll just make sure. Dan, stop guessing numbers. It's one each. You only got your first one. And it's not right anyway. So I don't think anybody actually guessed the number. So a lot of people got very close though. All right, so the number was 32. And a bunch of people guessed 33. So we'll have a redraw between, who was it? GRB, Kayla, Bob. I think pretty sure you don't live in Australia though. Chris, and who else guessed? Dan, you're such a troll. You can't guess after. All right, so yeah, between Chris and GRB, you two have another guess, and I'll write down another number. It's not going to be 32 this time. but it's still between 1 and 50. All right, I've written it down. Yeah, that's all good, Moonstone, but, somebody had to build a bit of anticipation. All right, GRB and Chris, you're both in. Chris, you win. My number was 27, so you got closer. So send me a message on Facebook and I'll stitch it up for you. Here's my page.
You're just using that for a plug.
Oh, I'm using it to save your stream.
Why is it saving my stream?
Oh, we just sat here for 15 minutes watching you count up to 270.
Yeah, that's all right.
Anyway. Where's the hype? Look how many comments came through. Oh, that's a terrible link. I forgot the S. You get the idea, though. There's an S at the end. And yeah, just let me know what type you want and what size, and we'll stitch it up.
Oh, thanks, Blake. You really saved my stream. So what's the difference between the white packet and the blue packet? Do you know? I've never seen the white one.
Sorry, Kayla. I didn't think about that. If I do it again, then yeah, I'll keep that in mind. So with the white packet and the what packet?
I've never used that white packet before.
Floating versus sinking.
Oh, is the white? I thought floating is red.
In the carnivore type one, but this is XL, the veggie one.
I don't have veggie fish.
You don't have trophies?
No.
Thought you did.
No, I gave them away.
You don't have electric yellows?
Yeah, but they get extreme.
Well, they're veggie type fish.
Not in my house.
Thanks, Ed. That's some great link work. Much better than mine, which didn't even work.
G-Snap. I've had 3 people say the same type of fish. So I've got a 90% verification on what they are, but there's two fish that they might be. So I'm waiting until they settle in and color up a bit more, and I can get a nice photo of them to get like 100% confirmation on the fish.
Alex, some mystery person won Rumble's one. Moonstone, I just did it. That's just one of my tanks. No veg hippie fish.
So I went to buy a webcam last night.
Yeah.
Turns out everywhere's sold out.
Oh, that's pretty stiff.
Standard me leaving it to the last minute and deciding to try buy one the night before the stream.
Hey, quick question. Are you just going for 10 more minutes or an hour and 10 minutes?
10 more minutes.
All right. We'll do a quick another one because why not? I have to go to the post office anyway. We'll go twice.
Here we go.
Same thing again. Number between 1 and 50. Live on the edge.
All right. I'm entering again then.
All right. Everyone enter this time. But yeah, if you live internationally, then you'll just have to donate it to somebody else.
Obviously, I will say, if you're not subscribed to Blake, jump over and hit the button because he's forking this food out of his pocket to do on my stream.
It's fun. I might actually start to do this more regularly. I reckon it's good fun.
So this is on your stream next week?
Yeah, why not? Also, I'm going to start doing 1.5 streams per week, so we could get expensive here.
It does add up to. If you look, Thirsty's just asked me if anybody is live today. He's obviously not paying attention. So that threw me off. So if you actually, I know I don't like supporting chain stores. I really don't. But the Hikari, when it's on special at City Farmers, it's only like $14 or something.
No.
It's
It's
like
super expensive. It's like $200, guys. Like, don't talk down my price.
Yeah, so like I look like the crazy guy when I walk out with 10 packets.
Nautilus 2700s are terrible as well, yeah.
No, they're not.
All right.
HW 5000s are terrible.
Yeah. All right. We'll give it, if you haven't guessed yet, you've got like 20 seconds to get it in and we'll see who got closer. Don't think anybody has won it yet exactly on the number. Yep, nobody's got the exact number yet.
All right, I've actually got a little sneak peek. Once you've drawn your raffle, I'll show you guys something.
So the number, because it was my birthday, was 15. You guessed 15. So who got the closest? 17, I think, was the closest. Alex and Dragon Lair got 17. So you guys can just have one each. Message me on Facebook and I'll stitch it up.
Whoa. Man.
Live on
Is there something you're not telling me? You got a Hikari sponsorship or something?
Oh, crap. Zen 13. You can also have one, but you'll have to pick someone to donate to. Or, yeah. No, I'm just a generous person, and this is fun.
All right, so got burpees. Blake, you're not allowed to play this game. So when I flip this camera, let's see who the first person that can comment the change. You ready? It's not good change, it's bad change, by the way. Ready?
All right. Well,
the camera's actually quite far away. Blake, you're not allowed to say.
Yeah, sorry, Zen. I have a bad habit of that. I do read your comments, I promise.
I think now that I've thought about it, there's actually 2 changes, but
Dragonlair's donating his to Blackie. That's easy. I've already got those details. I'm fairly sure which type he'll want.
All right, so mine's called it.
Yeah, well, I guess, Anthony, I could have, in theory, like ordered some off Amazon, but I already have it here, so don't really want to buy more.
All right, so look what's over here, Blake.
Yeah.
It's sad times.
Give it away. Let's do a raffle.
I don't know what to do with it. I got it working again, so it does currently work, but I can't sell it because I don't know whether it's going to just play up again for the next person. So I don't know what to do with it. So the reason it's here, is because I actually want to run it on the pond for a day and see if it keeps working for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
The dog thinks the water's good. So yeah.
Leave it with me. I'll think up international options for futures. That wasn't English, but anyway. Okay, so it looks like we got Prawny, Blackie, Alex, and Chris. Well done.
Are they all the winners?
Yeah.
That's a lot of winners.
Ah, well.
So maybe we could do, if you, I'll do on my next stream, I'll do a bit of research. If we can find a product that is on Amazon that isn't only Australian,
Yeah.
and then you could give it away anywhere and buy it off Amazon and just put the address.
Yeah, if it was one that I put more than 30 seconds of thought into, I probably would have done that. But literally, I just thought
I think you got a bit caught up in the moment then.
Thought we needed a bit more entertainment value, a bit of seasoning in this stream. So that's okay. I don't mind giving away 4 bags of food. The shipping annoy me the most, I think. Stupid shipping.
Yeah. Oh, maybe 300 grams. You could almost. The only problem with them packets is they're fat and then they get skinny. If you could flatten the packet out, you could almost just get it in a like a postal bag.
Yeah, I think padded bag is going to be the go, but I'll sort it out. Anyway, leave the admin to me, people.
I don't know what I was going to say. I won't be able to probably give away Extreme for a while because I don't know when it's going to be back in the country.
Yeah.
But it's a bit sad, really. For anybody that hasn't realised, I haven't been pushing Extreme because they're a sponsor. I've been pushing Extreme because there's been limited sales in Australia, and the company that was bringing it in was talking about cancelling, bringing it into the country. So I was trying to push sales.
You need to build yourself one of these. This is better than Python hook. Why is it green? Oh yeah, from the paint. Hook up your garden hose to that sucker and you can fill it up easy, hands free, hanging over the edge.
The cards are on the other side of the table. Like, normally I'm cutting in front of you in your streams.
Well, I heard that you were just in the zone. I thought you could finish your sentence and I would just go grab this in the meantime.
No, it's all right. I've got my point across.
All right, nice.
I think everyone can fill in the dots.
Something about Extreme and Korean Pet Central or something.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much more we're going to be able to get. That's the problem.
Yeah.
There is talks in the pipe of a different importer, but obviously with our country, it's quite hard to get permits and all that sort of thing. So we'll just have to wait and see.
So yeah, Dragon Lair, if you're just doing one, just hook this up to the hose, turn the hose on for a bit, and then just disconnect it from the tap, and it will get a siphon going. But you'll need a longer end than this. This is just for a nano tank. Or ideally, don't glue this on, and then just slip a larger pipe over the end, and you can siphon down to whatever.
So I was actually about to say that, Blake. I've got one. It's almost the same as that, but without the end glued on. And back when I used to do water changes many moons ago, I had the pipes cut to different lengths, and I used to swap the pipes for different tanks. So you just put the drain on with the correct pipe, and it would drop the water to where I wanted to change it.
Yeah, I've got one like that. I'll show you while we're here.
But yeah, go automatic water changes if you can.
I do more than one tank at a time. I actually build this. So this is what I use to take the water out, and I have like multiple sizes of these. This is for a nano tank again. I have a bigger one. So they just come off. And the reason for this part here is I just close the end here, suck on that, and it fills up to here. And then you just put the cap back on and then turn the tap to open and it starts the siphon going.
Yeah.
So
one of my videos, sorry.
Yeah. So I just have this going in front and then the refill going behind, and then I just swap them swap them over like that. That's how I do all my water changes.
One of my videos this week is actually on that exact subject. Creating a siphon without sucking on the pipe and my design for a bottom vacuum and all that sort of thing, and me getting frustrated vacuuming tanks, and me bragging about my automatic water changes. They're all in that one video, actually. So the reason I've been talking about automatic water changes so much in the last 24 hours on Facebook is because yesterday I vacuumed my whole room, and when I finished vacuuming, I just walked out and pressed go on the automatic water change system, and I was just in the best mood. I was in the worst mood vacuuming, and then when I pressed that button and like every single tank is filling up simultaneously, it was just like, it was an exciting moment for me. I know it's happened plenty of times before, but for some reason yesterday, I was just that grumpy that when I didn't have to fill all the tanks by hand, I was so excited.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool to watch all your tanks refill at once.
It used a lot of water, but because normally when it water changes, it only changes like 2% at a time. But because I'd vacked, I was trying to top them up like 30%, so I dumped the whole 2,000 liters.
Oh jeez.
But that's all right.
Hose prime the line, then open the hose and put it in the garden. Yeah. The only thing about that is like I don't want to have to stand there. I know people use those like quick clamps or whatever to hold the hose in the tank and all that, but anyway, I just like hook it on, walk away.
Hey Blake, I've got another little trick for you.
Okay.
If you're interested.
Sure.
So if you make up 2 return pipes and hook one up to 2 taps, your front hose and your back hose,
right,
it'll actually do it quicker, because the hose in the ground, the pipe in the ground is probably 19 millimeters, whereas the pipe coming up to your tap is only 12 millimeters.
Right.
So if you run 2 hoses, you don't get double the liters, but you get a lot more.
All right, but how do you warm it up? Because I use the indoor tap so that I can get 25-degree water.
I've never bothered with that. I just used to do smaller water changes. Like in winter, my old room, I used to do 2 20% twice a week. Yeah, one 20% twice a week. And then in summer, I would do like 40 to 50%.
Yeah, okay.
Once a week.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just do 50% once a week, and then like sometimes I top it up with rainwater in between that if I'm trying to breed something or whatever.
So do you have the little temperature gauge on your tap, the clip-on one?
Nah, I've got a temperature probe sort of thing. I just let the water run for a bit and I just probe it with the digital thermometer.
And is your hot water instantaneous or storage?
Yeah, instant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, if I did that, I would run out of hot water before I finished the room.
Yeah. Use your fingers. The overflow in the sink tells you what the temperature is compared to the temp in the tank. Yeah,
that's definitely a good point. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I might wrap it up.
Sweet.
I'm gonna go for a motorbike ride.
Nice. I'm gonna have lunch.
As you guys might notice, I've stopped doing motorbike content on the channel. I don't know if you guys like that or dislike that, but feel free to comment. And if you want to see it, I'm happy to oblige.
More than happy, I'd say.
I still haven't fixed the 2-wheeler.
I didn't know if you got rid of it or not for the 4-wheeler.
Nah. So the 4-wheeler is my father-in-law's that I claimed.
Ah, okay.
He was talking about selling it, and then I said I'd get it running for him, and then if the person wanted to buy it, he had someone lined up, they could buy it from my house. But in the meantime, I will ride it. And then he was like, well, if you're going to ride it, you might as well take it. I won't sell it.
Oh,
So I was like, start the car.
Didn't give him a chance to think about that again.
To be fair, it did cost me quite a lot of money to get it all running.
Yeah.
About 5 years ago, me and my missus went up to a place called Horrocks in WA on holiday, and there's like really shallow reef, and I rode the bike out onto the reef, and I didn't really think about how much damage the salt water would do.
Yes,
So like all the
it off after.
the brake calipers were seized, the accelerator was seized, all the axle bearings needed to be redone. I really made a mess of it.
Oh jeez, you
So
probably
yeah, don't ride your motorbike in the ocean. All right. Anyway, guys, I was wrapping that up. Thanks for joining me, Blake. And thanks for pulling my stream out of the shit, because apparently it was dying with your giveaways. I still don't think it was dying, but I'll let you think you're the hero of the stream.
I'll claim all the glory I can. And no, it was great to interact with everyone in the chat. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. So I don't know how to I don't even know if I can close the stream because the StreamYard froze.
Oh,
all right. I just refreshed the page and it.
I'm glad you came along, partner. You're my special friend. I just wanted to.
I was going to buy you time so you could finish it.
So get this right. My computer is the host of this stream. I just refreshed the page and somehow it didn't kick us off. That's weird. And I had to re-enter the broadcast studio on my computer.
We are still live, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm letting everyone know.
Oh.
But anyway, see you guys. Ready? This time.